Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So, we will be continuing that stacks topic which we were studying on to the previous videos, right? So, we studied about the stacks, about like what are the different methods, how you can like implement the stacks in Python. The first one was list, which we have already covered up in detail with the practical implementations. Second was our DQ method, which is a part of the collections module. That as well we have completed up with the practical implementations. Now third method comes up over here is that LIFO-Q. So LIFO-Q is a respective method which comes under your Q module. Right, so we'll be dealing up with this respective method now, that what are the things we have in here and what are the available like functions in this Q module, how will they help us out, right? Great, so I'll just open up a, fine, let's start it from here itself. So first one I'll be dealing with you implementation of Q module. Okay, implementation of a Q module. First of all, that's what we will be learning up over here. Right, so Q module, this is the module which is having again your LIFO Q, that is your last in first out, that respective Q you have it up over here. Right, it is again a stack data, right, which we insert up into the Q with the help of the like put function and the get function. Right, so put will help you to input up some data and get will help you to extract up some or take out some data. Right, so I'll just write that particular thing. Put, it will be helping to insert the data, right, and get function, it will help you to get function will help you to remove the data. That's what we have up over here. Implementation of the Q module, putting to insert the data, getting to remove out the data. Fine. Now there are many more functions which we are having, which are available up into this respective module, and those help you to do up a lot more stuffs under the Q only, under the stacks things, right? So I'll be helping you out a little bit with those functions first of all. Right, so the first function is max size. Okay, this is the first function. So now max size, it helps you that it helps you out to get the number of items which are allowed into the queue. There is again an like maximum number of elements which are allowed up into the queue, right? So it helps you to get the max number of elements allowed in a queue. Fine, the queue was the respective method which we were talking about, right? So what is the maximum number of elements which are allowed in a queue? That is what is your max size function will help you to get out with, right? Great. Next we are having the next function, which is your empty function. Right, so empty function, it helps you to return up the true value, right? If the queue is empty, otherwise it will return you false. So it is that if queue is empty, it will return you true, otherwise it will return you out over there as otherwise false. Fine, right? So that is what is your empty function. So if your queue is empty, it will return you true as a result, and if it is not empty, it will return you false as in a result. That is what is happening with your empty function. Fine. Next, third function we are having of the function which is full. Right, so this will return true if there is some maximum size of the items in a queue, right? Means that max size. I told you max size, it helps you to get in the maximum number of elements which are allowed up into a queue, right? So if the max size is there, right, if the queue is completely filled, in that case this full function will return you true. Otherwise, if it is like if the queue was initialized with the max size as 0 or something like that, so then it will return you the false, right? So it's very simple. If the complete of your queue is being full, right, in that case it will return you true, and in that similar case, if you have written the max size of the queue as 0 also, then also it is means that the max size of the queue is 0. In that particular case, it will help you to return up the true only, right? And if it is partially filled, if your queue is having up a maximum size of 5, it is partially filled, it means if it has only 2 or 3 elements into it, in that respective case, full function will return you false, right? That is what is your full function. Next we have the other function, which is your get function. So get function will help you to remove up the items from the queue, right? And this is what get function will help you to do. And if a queue is empty, so it will wait up till the point, up till the time whenever there is some element available into the queue, then it will remove up that element from the queue, right? So this is what the get function actually is. It will very simply help you to remove up the elements from our respective queue. Next we have get underscore now wait. Okay, now wait, now wait. Great. So this is what is the next function which we have up over here, that is get underscore now wait, right? Now this item will return you actually an element. It will return you the item if one of the immediately available, else it will return the false or the empty queue. If there is some element which is very immediately available onto your queue, then it will simply return you the that particular element over there, right? Like as soon as the element is available onto your queue, it will return you that respective element as a result. That is what get underscore now wait function will help you to do. Next function we have put. This put function, I already told you, it will help you to insert up an element onto a respective queue for you, right? Whatever the queue is there, and if you want to insert up any element into that respective queue, yes, put function will help you to do up the same thing over here, right? And next we are having again put underscore now wait. So this put underscore now wait, now this particular function will be putting upon item into the queue without the blocking, right? It means that if there is no free slot immediately available, right, the queue will be full in that respective case, right? If there is no such a position or no such index available for the queue to be put down, in that case it will simply put up that respective element over there, right? And the last we have the function which is queue size. Okay, now this queue size, it is an element, this is a respective function which will help you return the number of the items which you have up into the queue. So whenever you want to get in the number of items which you have up into the queue or a total number of those elements, this queue size function will help you to return up that same respective thing, right? So I hope I am pretty much clear with the same thing to you all over here about what are the different types of like functions which we have up over here into this particular queue module, right? What are the queue modules and how do you work over those? What are different functions? What's the main idea about these functions and everything? I hope I am pretty much clear to you all over the same, right? Now further after this, into the next video, I'll be taking you towards the practical implementation for the same of the functions of this queue module. For the practical implementation about how you can insert up the elements over the stacks and everything, right? So if you've enjoyed the video, do like this video, do share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe out my channel. See you there in the next video.